So the first theoretical concept today about that C programming, about a platform dependency and platform independency. So first of all, what is a platform? Platform means operating system. On which operating system? You are writing the code, compiling the code, and executing the code. Let's say you have written the program. Okay, just a simple example, addition of two numbers. That also I'm not writing completely, just adding them and printing them. So what is this called? Source code na? This is called source code. Is called source code. And we have given the name, is any name, let's say application or program.c. Source code extension is what? .c file. You have written the source code, but we already discussed that system cannot understand the source code. System understands only what? System understands only the machine code. So compiler converts the source code into machine code. Converts source code into machine code. So you are compiling, but you are compiling on computer. The computer is a Windows computer. On the Windows computer, you are compiling the code. Compiling the code. Let's say one student using Windows operating system. After writing the C program, the person want to compile on Windows operating system. Next, another student is using that Mac operating system. The person is using the compiler is called Mac compiler. Is a Mac compiler. Try to understand the difference. If the compiler is working on Windows operating system, Windows, it will compile the code and it will generate .exe file. Which file? .exe file will come. Exe file is understandable by Windows operating system only. So, if you try to run on different operating systems, try to run. Different OS are there, na? Let's say if it is a Windows operating system, you will get the output. Yes. Let's say if it is a Mac operating system, you will get error, incompatible type. Let's say if it is a Linux operating system also, is error. It's very simple. On which platform, on which operating system, you have compiled the code, you can run on same platform only. Because exe file is understandable to Windows only. Sir, for example, I'm using the Mac. Program is the same, no need to change the program. But what Mac compiler will do, Mac compiler will return program.dmz file. This again is the same one. The DMZ file is understandable to Mac computer only. If you run on Mac operating system, same you will get the output. If it is a Windows operating system, you will get error. Or if it is a Linux operating system also, you will get error. That's it. Sir, then I want to create a program that should run on any platform. Let's say web applications. Then we can go with the platform independency concept. Like Java, Python, .NET. All these are platform independent programming languages. So you can run on different platforms where you are creating, on which platform you are creating, and on any platform you can run. That is simple. You got it? Right. This is platform dependency as well as a platform independence. And next one, we discussed about the data types. But only in the last class, in a simple way, we discussed the data types, right? But how can we create total? How many data types are there? How many data types are there? And how can we specify all those? How can we specify all those? Let me explain. All those. Here it is. Now, the data types are integer type, okay, float type, character type is a float type, and one more is there, it's a void type, mainly void type. The integer type again divided into three types. One is a short integer, and long integer. One is a short integer, second one is an integer, third one is a long integer. Again, all these are divided into signed short integer and unsigned short integer. Signed integer, unsigned integer. Signed long and unsigned long. Unsigned long. Short integer divided into 2. Integer is divided into 2. And long is divided into 2. It's the same one. Character also is a signed char, unsigned char. I'll explain what all these things. Character also divided into signed char and unsigned char. Float divide into float, double, and long double. Is a float type, is a double type, and is a long double type. These many data types are there. First of all, let me explain what are the signed types and what are the unsigned types. And one more point is, how can you calculate the memory representation of data types? Just an example. Data always store in memory. In which part? In memory. Memory means what? Memory means bytes, like in bits representation. And we already know 1 byte is equals to 8 bits. This is bit representation. Let's say consider total 8 bits representation. How many? Total 8 bits representation is a 1. This is 1 byte. Into the 1 byte memory, what is the minimum value we can store and what is the maximum value we can store? That we need to understand first. That we need to understand first. Got it? Minimum value means data means what is a binary bits now? Only binary. All are zeros means what? All are zeros means what? It's a minimum value that we can store. All are ones means what? Is a maximum value. Is a maximum value. Right? This is the range. So the minimum value is a 0 and the maximum value is 255. Like if you convert this binary value into decimal, 0 will come. If you convert this binary value into decimal is a 255. Like 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4, 2 power 5, 2 power 6, 2 power 7. Something power 0 is what? 1. Right? Here it is like a 128, like a half 64, half 32, half 16, half 8, half 4, half 2, half 1. Like this. If you add all, then that result is a 255. Simple calculation. 1 byte is equal to how many bits? 8 bits. In 8 bits, 2 power 8 value is a 256. But it starts with 0 now. So 0 to 255. Easily we can represent like this. What is the minimum value and what is the maximum value it will store? What is the minimum value and what is the maximum value it will store? Simple. See here, the simple one, if it is a unsigned means what? Only positive values it will store. So in 1 byte memory, 0 to 255. If it is a signed means what? Half is for positive and half is for negative. If you convert, divide by 2, because it will store both positive and negative values. It's a 128. So negative values minus 128 to positive values plus 127 only, not 128. So why? So very simple one. From 128 to 127. Positive value starts with 0 na, including 0 also. 0 also. That is. So character occupies how many bytes? It occupies 1 byte memory. So the range is minus 128 to plus 127. Unsigned means what is the character size is a 1 byte. 0 to 255. Sir, short integer occupies how many bytes means what? 2 bytes memory. 2 bytes means what? 2 power 16 value. 65,536. If you make it half, 32768 to 32767. Here it is a 2 bytes. It's like 0 to 65535. Because 2 bytes, 2 power 16 value, 65,536. 65,536. That is. Got it? Integer size will change based on the compiler. If it is a 16-bit compiler, 2 bytes. 2 bytes or 4 bytes or 8 bytes. We can't tell. Because if you are using Mac, integer size 8 bytes, 64-bit compiler. So, some of their 4 bytes, some of their 2 bytes are there. So integer size is not fixed in C language. Depends on which compiler we are using. Which compiler we are using based on that. Long is a 4 bytes. Long is a 4 bytes. That is 4 bytes. Double size is also 4 bytes. Double will store exponential values, no? Like decimal values. Double is a 8 bytes. And long double is a 10 bytes. Void actually to represent nothing. To say nothing, void. When we go with the mostly functions, written type concepts and all, then you will get clarity. So simply we have discussed about the data types in the last class. How can we write the programs and all. But a little brief, if you want to write the programs, and this is the way we need to understand easily. This is the way we need to understand. Okay. First, I'll explain some of the programs, and again, few more theoretical concepts we'll see. Okay. So here, that next one is about, about the scanf function. Discussion about the scanf function. Scanf function is used to read the input values. Let's say, according to that last discussion, I'm taking a person age is equal to 23. I'm just printing age is 23 we are writing. That age we are printing. Simply. Run the output is a 1. Right. I don't want to give the value directly. I want to read. So first only declare the variable. There is a scanf function. Scanf function is used to read input values from user. So we are asking printf, enter your age. So definitely they will enter the age. Na? Just like a printf, we have to use a scanf. What you are reading? Integer. So format specifier integer, comma, ampersand age we have to give. Sir, what is that ampersand? What is that ampersand? I'll explain briefly. Now he's asking enter your age. Let's say 21. Look at this. So what is this ampersand? Whenever you are declaring the variable, age will get the memory at some location. Let's say this one. This is actually called address. This ampersand is nothing but address. So whatever the value you enter, right, we ask them to go and store into that location. Just by giving the address, the 21 will store here. For scanf function, address mandatory. But remember, one more point here. If it is an integer, yes, address compulsory. Address of variable. Float is also address compulsory. Character is also address compulsory. But if it is a string, don't give address, just var. Just var. Address is not required. Directly it will take, sir, why? And how it is taking means what? We need to wait till strings concept. Up to string handling concept, we have to wait. So then you will understand. It's easy. Just I'll ask the question. Like enter your name. Because that is arena. Enter your name. Maximum 20 characters limit. Enter your name. They will enter the name. Percentage yes. Don't give address, just name. Name is that name printing. Bracket. Yes, I'll give. When you run, enter your name. Next, in the same way, look at this, a very, very important. Now age. So then we are asking, enter your age. Scanner. percentage D ampersand age. Age. And we are printing that same age is that printing that age. Ampersand is required now. Next, a very important point is I'm asking gender. Gender is character now. Look at this. This point is only important for today. Print, enter your gender. Scanf, observe this. Percentage C, gender we are giving. Gender. Printf, gender is percentage C. Printing that gender. When you are executing, look at the output. Name I am giving. Age I am giving. When I press enter, look at this. Enter your gender. Name is Amar. Age is 21. Gender is a blank it is giving. Sir, why it is not taking gender? Why it is not taking gender? Observe this. Gender means a single character. Na? What is happening here? Whenever you are giving the name, after that you will enter, you will click on enter button, right? Enter is also one character. This is very, very important. Enter is also a character. Next, enter your age. You will press enter. Whenever you press this enter, character, that enter character will go and store into this gender because it is considered as a single character. So you have to skip that. How to skip means, see, look at this. Here, one space you need to give. One space to skip that, because whenever you are giving the input, you can give spaces also. When you run space like 23, look at this. Now it is asking gender. And one more important thing, scanf function will take only single word input. Let's say Hari Krishna I am taking. Look at this. Hari only will collect. Whenever you give space, it will not collect. Single word strings only it will take. Multi-word strings will not take. So what is happening? It is thinking Hari is a name. When you are giving space, na, then it is trying to take that K as a gender, and age is not taking, is failed in giving the input. So always give single word only. Single word only give, like this. Please write this single example, everybody, to check the output fast. So the next one is, we need to discuss about the concept of operators. So first of all, so what is an operator and how many types of operators are there? And we discuss one by one. So first one is, what is an operator? Operator is just a symbol. Let's say 5 plus 3. Here, 5 is an operator. Operator is a symbol. So that will perform an operation on operands. This is an operand. This is an operand. What is operation? Addition operation it is performing. These two are called operands. Operator is a symbol that performs an operation on operands. We have a different types of operators are there. Assignment operator is easy. What is that? Equal to only. Equals. Okay. That you know, just to store the value, to store the data into variable, or to assign the value to variable simply. Let's say A equals to 10, B equals to 20. Assigning 10 to A, 20 to B. After that expression evaluation also, let's say A plus B. Adding two numbers. Then it is assigning the value to C. To C. That is what simply assignment operator to store the data. The second one is arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators, total 5 arithmetic operators are there. 5. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and mod. How many are there? 5 arithmetic operators are there. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and mod. Mainly addition, subtraction, multiplication we know. This is called division. What it returns? Quotient it returns. What it is called? Modulo division. What it returns? Remainder it returns. Let's say first integers I am operating. 5 I am dividing with the 2. 2 2s are 4 and the remainder is a 1. Let's say for example I am giving 5 by 2. Its division, it gives quotient. This is quotient. Okay. Next one is 5 mod 2. It gives remainder. So this is called remainder. Quotient and remainder is. Hope you got my point, right? And now, so based on this one, these are integers. If it is a float, how it happens and all, I'll explain. And one more thing, an arithmetic operator, little important. Look at this. I'm dividing 23 with 10. 2 times 20. 2 times 20 and the remainder is 3. Let's say for example, 100 I'm dividing with 10. 10 tens 100 and the remainder is 0. Next one is a 365. Suppose I'm dividing with a 10. 36 times 360 and the remainder is a 5. Remainder is a 5. Hope you got it right. We are doing like this. Now how can we do? What I'm doing here, 23 by 10. Quotient will give na? Quotient is what? 2. 100 by 10. Quotient is what? 10. 365 by 10. What is the quotient? 36. If you observe, see this is quotient 2, 10, 36. If you observe here, in 23, last digit is gone. In 100, last digit is gone. In 365, last digit is gone. Is nothing but any number you are dividing with a 10, it removes last digit. It removes what? Last digit. Next one, 23 mod 10. 23 mod 10. Reminder na? 3. 100 mod 10. 10. 365 mod 10. Sorry, 100 mod 10 is a 0. 365 mod 10 is a 5. Reminders, look at this. Reminder, reminder, reminder. So actually, those are the last digits. In 23, last digit. In 100, last digit. In 365, last digit. What is the purpose? Any number just perform mod operation with a 10, it gives last digit. It gives last digit. That's the difference. Hope you got it. Arithmetic operators. Mainly these are, because in while loop programs we use everywhere. That's the reason I have explained here. Remember. Now, how can we write the program? Just a few programs I'll explain first. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and mod. First one is a simple one. I'm taking A and B. And I'm asking to enter the values. Enter A, B values. I want to read because the scanf I want to use multiple times. Percentage D. Don't use comma, space and all. Just percentage D. Address of A. Address of B. Okay now. I want to add and store into that C. A plus B. Remember, here integer, if you write here, int C is equal to A plus B. Here it is accepting now. But it is the original C software. Is online compilers will accept all the variables you declare on top. On top. Declaration first, then usage everywhere. Okay. See, in different ways I am printing. Look at this. Percentage D. I'm printing the C value. It will give the output. Let's say I'm taking 5 and 2. Output is what? 7. Here it is also slash and send the control to next line. Because the cursor will wait in the next line. 5 and 2. 7. But is it meaningful? No. Not meaningful. So I'm giving that sum is equal to. Is little meaningful. Now if you give 5 and 2, sum equal to 7 is a meaningful na? Just compare to previous thing. But look at this. Percentage D plus percentage D equal to percentage D. Look at this. That A value will print in the first place of percentage D. B value will print the second place of percentage D. C value will print in the third place of percentage D. How clearly it will print the output, you will understand. Look at this. 5 plus 3 equals to 8. Hope you got it. Okay, please try this. One more theoretical concept. What is that? ASCII value. Americans standard code for information interchange. So what is that ASCII value means? Let's say computer understands only binary language, na? Binary language. But we are writing the code in English, some other languages we are writing. So how can we convert that English into binary language? Let's say, according to the number system in maths, if you have given decimal value, that you can easily convert into binary. If required, binary you can convert into octal. Octal you can convert into hexadecimal. Hexadecimal you can convert into binary. Binary you can convert into decimal is so on. Because for all these conversions, we have a number system in mathematics. So decimal you can convert into binary, octal you can convert into binary, hexadecimal also you can convert into binary. But problem is now, English you need to convert into binary. That's the reason only for Programming languages, they introduced a character system. Converting characters. Characters means what? Alphabets, digits, and symbols. You can convert into binary. How? Because for every character, they have given a fixed integer value. Let's say capital A, 65, capital B, 66, and so on. Capital Z is 9. Let's say small a is 97. These are fixed values. You can by heart. 98. Small z is 120. Even for digits also, for 0, 48. For 1, 49, and so on. And so on. For 9, it's a 57. Even for symbols also. Let's say dollar is 36. Space is 35. Star is 34. Like this. All these symbols they have given. That is actually called ASCII character system. To interchange the information. Let's say if you are converting A, you are not converting A. Background 65 is there, na? That 65 will convert into binary and store. And store into 8 bits, one byte. Because 1 byte is memory is enough to store all the values, any one of these values. Na? If you are storing small a, 97 will store into this 1 byte. If you are storing 9, 57 will store into this one as a character. This is a character system. So we are writing some codes on this one. Codes. First, normally I am taking that character CH is equal to CH1 is equal to capital A, side only. CH2 is equal to 5. CH3 is equal to, let's say, dollar. Okay. I'm printing clearly. Look at this. Percentage C is a CH1 printing. Percentage C is a CH2 printing. Percentage C is a CH3 printing. When you run it, all the three printing. But I need ASCII values. Look at this. Very, very important. Percentage D, because ASCII value is an integer. Character is same character, CH1 only. CH1 only. CH2 only. CH3 only. But percentage D means integer value will print. A value 65. 5 corresponding ASCII value 53. Dollar ASCII value is 36. Sir, complete ASCII characters I want to print of alphabets, digits, and symbols means don't worry. In for loop programs, we will discuss all these. How to display ASCII values of uppercase alphabets, ASCII values of lowercase, and ASCII values of digits and symbols. Okay. Do this program, everybody. Now the discussion about relational operators and followed by logical operators. Why? Because using these, we will write the conditions also so that we can discuss conditional statements also. See, if there is a problem, for that problem, solution is what? Logic. If you want to write any logic, concepts are mainly operators, arithmetic, relational, and logical. Mainly these are. And then we can go with the conditional statements. Conditional statements. So what are the conditional statements? If block, if else block, if else if block, and nested if block. And then followed by, for logics, we use a loops concept. For loop, while loop, as well as a do while loop. These are right. Any logic mostly depends on these things only. So first we need to learn about that relational, then exactly how to use in conditional statements I'll explain. Then again logical, then again how to use exactly in conditional statements we will discuss today. First of all, what are the relational operators? What are the relational operators? It's very simple. Relational operators, yeah.
So basically, if you put anything in char, and then if you do percentage on it, and it reject basically it gives ask you value anytime.
Yes. Anytime SQL.
Okay.
Right. Greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, equals to, and not equals to. These are the 6 relational operators. So what these operators will do, check the relation, evaluate expression, and returns true or false. True means 1 will return. False means 0 will return. Let's say a few examples. 5 is greater than 3. Yes, condition is true. 1 will return. 5 is equals to 3. No. Condition false. 0 will return. 2 is not equals to 4. Yes. Both are not equal. 1 will return. Like this, the values will be written. How can we execute? How can we execute means what? Here, we need to write conditions first, then we apply. What are the conditions? Let's say to say that number is positive, n is greater than 0. To say that number is negative, n is less than 0. To say that number is non-zero, n is not equal to 0. To say two numbers are equal, A equal to B. Two numbers are not equal. See, just English statements we are writing into expression. For that, we use relational operator. Let's say, for example, the number is divisible by 7. This is important. N mod 7 equal to 0. Example, let's say I'm dividing 14 with the 7. 2 times 14 and the remainder is 0. Remainder is 0. Let's say, for example, 10 you are dividing. 1 time is a 7 and the remainder is a 3. And the remainder is a 3. Hope you got it. This is the way we are doing this. So when remainder is 0 is divisible. When remainder is non-zero, it's not divisible. That's why remainder operator we have to use. If remainder is 0, it's divisible. For example, the number is not divisible by 5. N mod 5 is not equal to 0. Let's say number is even. N mod 2 equal to 0. Let's say person can vote when age is minimum 18 or 18 plus. So equal to 18 or greater than 18. Equal to 18 or a greater than 18. So anything works. Anything works. Now, based on these, how can you apply in conditional statements? If block, if else block, if else if block, and nested if block. I'll explain one by one, so that you can code also. First one, 3 programs I will write to give you more clarity on this. When we use conditions exactly, first one, print customer bill amount. That's all. Whatever the bill amount, print it. Taking one variable bill, we ask the customer, enter your bill. The customer will enter the bill because it's a float. That's why I'm taking that percentage F. So why we are taking that float means what? Is a simple reason. Let's say if you want to find out the discount simply we are calculating using some like a 5.6% discount, right? Or 5.7% discount. Like this, if it is there, then we are using that one. Percentage here, comma, address of bill I am providing. Address of bill I am providing. How can we execute this? Just printing, please pay that bill amount. Please pay that bill amount. It's easy. When you run the code, enter your bill. Let's say 3,000 rupees bill amount. Pay 3,000. Sir, why this is not required? You know already. Not scanf, print 0.1f. Don't use 0.1 in scan. Only for reading. Let's say 8,000. Yes, you please pay 8,000 rupees. Is okay. This is first case. Again, we go for shopping. Let's say second time we go for shopping. Second time is give 20% discount on bill amount is the chance. Give 20% discount on bill. Okay, we calculate the discount. Please take the variable discount. Discount equal to 20% means 20 by 100. Sir, why sir 20 by 100? Directly I will write 0.20 into bill. 20% of bill we calculate as a discount. The discount we are deducting from the bill. Bill equal to bill minus discount. Let's say bill is a 3,000 rupees. Consider. How much discount? 3,000 means what? Is a 20%? 600 rupees. 3,000 minus 600, 2,400 you have to pay. See, 3,000 is a bill. You need to pay only 2,400. Let's say 8,000 is a bill. 1,600 deduction. You have to pay only 6,400 rupees. Easy. And now, that last one is our concept. Give 20% discount on minimum bill amount is 5,000 rupees. So now condition applicable. See, normally we go for shopping. Mostly these are the 3 cases we can see. No discount for any customer. Discount for every customer. So discount to particular customers only on bill amount. So now the third case is if block, exactly where we use if block, just a real-time scenario. So,
Sir, instead of using another bit called discount, can you just bill equal to bill minus point?
yes, you can. But because we are in the very beginning, that's the reason instead of writing directly in place of the discount, you can write this one instead of using the variable. Yes, of course.
Okay.
If the bill is minimum 5,000, then. So what is if block? If block is used to execute a block of instructions only if the condition is valid. Let's say if the bill amount is a 3,000 rupees, just 3,000 rupees, condition false. So block will not execute. It will print pay 3,000 rupees, no option to you. Let's say, for example, if bill amount is 7,000 rupees, yes, you will get the discount of 1,400 rupees and 5,600 you need to pay. This is what exactly where we use if block. Okay, please write the code and check the output. Now, so this is what if block. And when we can go with the if else block, when there are two situations. Two situations means what? Either or, possible or not possible, even or not, can do it, cannot do it. When everywhere there are two cases, then we can go with the if else block. If else block means what? Simply to say either or situation. Either or situation means, let's say, for example, I'm taking person age. Directly I'm giving. I'm not using printf and scan. The question is, let's say that person can vote or not. So already we have written the condition. If age is minimum 18, 18 plus, then we can say that yes, person can vote. Else, person cannot vote. Cannot vote. Here one point you need to understand. Let's say if age is a 23, yes, condition is a true, output is a person can vote. Let's say age I'm giving that 13, condition is a false, then directly it will go and execute else block. Person cannot vote will give the output. And if you want to write a single statement inside the block, no need to write this braces. Open brace, close brace, not required. Simply, you can write. Single statement means when it is single statement is automatically considered. And please don't put semicolon here. After block, we should not put semicolon. Remember that. If you put semicolon, then you will get error. You cannot understand. That's why. If it is a block, semicolon is not required. Let's say, for example, check the number is even number or not. Same only. Take the variable n. Not required. For single statement, brackets not required. If it is a multiple statements, 2, 3, 5, 7, then block is required. Same. Let's say number is even or not. N mod 2 equal to 0. Yes. Here it is. That number is even. Else, that number is not even. Here, you need to give the value. Let's say 13. 13 is not divisible. 13 is not divisible. That's it. Now, when we can go with the if else if conditional statement. If else if more than two cases like 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Let's say checking that shape is a simple example. I'm starting triangle or rectangle or pentagon or other. So that shape is based on what? Number of sides. Number of sides. How many sides are there? Later we discuss. Triangle has a 3 sides. So if sides equals to 3, yes, it is triangle. It is triangle. Look at this else if. If sides equals to 4, it is rectangle or a square. Else if the sides equals to 5, it is pentagon. If all fail, then that last one, it's just like another shape. Sir, how many levels we can write? There is no limitation. You keep on writing depends on your requirement. Let's say I'm giving 4. So first it will come and check whether it is equal or not. No, it's not equal. It is not equal. If not equal, then it will come and check that second else if yes is equal, then it is printing. Okay, do this one. So one more example on this. Here it is. Nested if. So what is that nested if? When we can go? Nested if means what? Writing if else block inside another if else block. Writing if else inside another if else. Let's say, for example, look at the question is. Using the question, you will get clarity. Check the number is even or not is okay. Even or not means what? Only if else. But only if the number is positive. Don't check every number. Check the number is even or not only if the number is positive. Give only positive numbers. Check only positive numbers. Not every number. So in this one, I'm taking the number. Just any number later. So don't check even or not first. What you have to check? Positive or not. If the number is greater than 0, if the number is greater than 0, simply we can say that positive. Else, simply printf. Here it is. Not positive number. Given some negative number. Let's say that input value is a minus 13. Minus 13 is greater than 0 condition false. Which one is a else block? Else block execute. It's not positive number. It's not a positive number. So let's say if I'm giving positive number, then this condition is true. This condition is true. Then we need to check again number is even number or not. So if the number is divisible by 2, then it is called even number. Else it is not even number. It is not even number. So when you execute this, output is a not even number because 13 you have given now. So this is what writing the if block, writing the if block inside another if block. Writing if block inside another if block.